Well, welcome back to Daybreak, where we're going to be introducing a new segment to you this morning called The Big Story. Now, it won't air every day, but when there's a complex story that many interwoven parts, we'll use this block to tell you the details and show you what's really going on. So it's fitting that the first big story of this ongoing battle between the Trump administration and the House Judiciary Committee over the Mueller report. Well, we'll start where we left off this last weekend. The deadline for Attorney General William Barr to submit the full unredacted Mueller report to the Judiciary Committee came and went at 9 a.m. Friday morning. The demand went unfulfilled. Judiciary Chair Jerrold Nadler has now scheduled a committee vote to charge Barr with contempt of Congress. Now, Caitlin Collins picks it up from there.
Tonight, the White House is stopping Don McGahn from turning over documents to House Democrats, the latest jab in the oversight showdown with the administration. In a letter, current White House counsel Pat Cipollone telling the House Judiciary Committee that the former White House counsel will be ignoring their subpoena, arguing that President Trump may want to assert executive privilege in the future, and McGahn does not have the legal right to disclose these documents to third parties. House investigators subpoenaed the documents as part of their investigation into obstruction of justice, and were hoping to make McGahn their star witness.
Harassment and embarrassment, eating fried chicken, acting like fools is not part of the oversight function last time I looked.
Republicans are urging Congress to move on.
We had 2 years for Mueller to take a look at this. He filed a report. It's on the internet. Everybody can see it. It's over.
But the gap between them and Democrats is wide, with Democrats still trying to gain access to the full unredacted Mueller report. Today, staff from the House Judiciary Committee met with Justice Department officials to try to reach an agreement on the matter. But the committee is preparing to hold Attorney General Bill Barr in contempt of Congress if he doesn't turn it over. Democrats had a blistering response to McConnell's claim that the case is closed.
So our leader says, let's move on. It's sort of like Richard Nixon saying, let's move on at the height of the investigation of his wrongdoing.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said Trump is making his own case for obstruction of justice.
Trump is goading us to impeach him. That's what he's doing. Every single day, he's just like taunting, because he knows that it would be very divisive in the country, but he doesn't really care. Just wants to solidify his base.
I'm honored to be here today.
And today, the FBI director breaking with the Attorney General.
Yes, I think spying did occur.
Chris Wray telling lawmakers he doesn't agree with Bill Barr's use of the word spying.
Well, that's not the term I would use. Look, there are lots of people have different colloquial phrases. I believe that the FBI is engaged in investigative activity, and part of investigative activity includes surveillance activity of different shapes and sizes. And to me, the key question is making sure that it's done by the book.
Barr said last month the Trump campaign was spied on during the FBI's investigation into potential collusion with Russia, an assertion Wray said he couldn't back up today.
And at this time, do you have any evidence that any illegal surveillance into the campaigns or individuals associated with the campaigns by the FBI occurred?
I don't think I personally have any evidence of that sort.
Now, that was Caitlin Collins reporting. Meanwhile, according to the Barr, report from the Hill, Assistant Attorney General Stephen Boyd said that the letter to Nadler yesterday claiming that the Department of Justice will attempt to invoke executive privilege over the Mueller report if the Judiciary Committee follows through with its contempt vote against Attorney General Barr. Now, the letter formally requests that the committee to hold a subpoena in absence and delay the contempt vote until the president decides otherwise. Now, the committee adds that the Nadler plans to go through with the vote, and Nadler himself issued a statement saying that the threat of the executive privilege is invalid because the White House already released the Mueller report and was just negotiating with the committee or sharing the underlying materials earlier in the day. Nadler called for the administration's actions dangerous obstruction, saying that the Justice Department decision reflects the president's defiance of Congress's constitutionally mandated duties. Now, he added that Congress will soon have no choice but to confront the administration's behavior and investigate the officials who are enabling what Nadler referred to as a cover-up. Now, as Caitlin reported earlier, the White House is also attempting to prevent former counsel Don McGahn from turning over documents to the White House Judiciary Committee. According to another report from The Hill, Chairman Nadler wrote in a letter to McGahn's lawyer, William Burke, that if McGahn refuses to testify or submit the privilege log, laying out the documents withheld from prosecution, as a result of the White House assertions, the committee will have, quote, no choice but to resort to contempt proceedings. Nadler also reiterated that the White House's claim to executive privilege is not valid, and that the refusal to comply suggests that the documents implicate confidential interests held by the executive branch. Nadler called that reasoning, quote, entirely insufficient. McGahn's lawyer did not immediately return to the Hill's request for comment. And that's the big story. Let us know what you think. You can also chime in on htv1.net on our Facebook page or on our Twitter page, and be sure to use the hashtag, the big story.